Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man. Them black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving. Trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul. Explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
Solo. Hey. I got you, boy.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now back to throw. Completes it again to Dobbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Blaster, stay.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Able to find Gray here. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
Okay,
You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 41. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points, but what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the 50, here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Justin Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Herbert throwing again. This is caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Ready, go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Red, cycle.
They'll set up to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Green. Red, yellow. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Ready, Black Ultra.
They'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer. 27 yards, and the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by York is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Madden. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. Hey, Ram. It's a pickup of 3.
Now it's Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Herbert now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. York now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Saints 12.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
36, Saints 15.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
Down. Snap.
Good for a Saints.
Down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
43 rail. Black shot.
Looking to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Madden, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got an open man. It's Washington. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a handoff up the middle. Madden. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal, Chargers.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is
380. Run.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Chargers. Darnell Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints 29.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Red cycle.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give right side. Madden, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized